Proverbs chapter 11. The state and rewards of the righteous and the wicked are contrasted. When a wicked man dies, his expectations perish. He that winneth souls is wise. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. I know there's only one verse, but remember, back in these days, money and trade was done by weight. A talent of gold was a certain weight of gold. And so when you were trading, merchants would have scales. And you put, you're going to buy this much wheat from me, it'll cost you this much weight in gold. So we put a weight on one side. So we want 20 shekels of gold. This weight weighs 20 shekels. We put it on one side of the scale. You put your 20 shekels on this side of the scale. When it evens out, we're good. A just weight is one that when nothing is on either side is level, because the two sides are equal weight. A false balance, as it says, is one in which it is lopsided. So that I may put this 20 shekel weight on this side, but because of the weight of the balance itself, it will require 21 shekels to balance it out. And so I'm cheating the person. That's what a false balance is. Anyways, let us continue. Verse 2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectations shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perish. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. An hypocrite with his mouth destroyeth his neighbor, but through knowledge shall the just be delivered. Let us pause. Let us step back a moment here. The wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish. I think this is talking about we're talking about those who deny God, who say there is nothing, or those whose expectations are only in this life. When we are striving only for riches and glory and honor in this life, when we die, all of that is gone. So when we court the accolades of this world, when we hold modern mortal scholars as greater than God's prophets, then our expectations will end in this life. Everything that we think we are going to have will end because we are only looking at this life. Verse 10. When it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. By the blessing of the upright the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace. Now this really does sound like modern day stuff. Blessings of the righteous, city is exalted. It is overthrown by the mouth, not the acts of the wicked, the mouth of the wicked. And what do we have in the modern day? Consider. Let's not get into too much controversy right now, though. Verse 13, a talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety. He that is surely for a stranger shall smart for it. He that is surety for a stranger shall smart for it, and he that hateth suretyship is sure. We're going to have to pause just a moment there. That's surety means collateral for you. You are a co-signer. You are making sure the debt. Somebody else is taking a loan and you are securing it. You are giving security for it. And when it says, he that hateth suretyship, that is somebody who doesn't take surety. They don't give loans based on collateral, or they don't offer to secure the loans. They don't do that. You want to get your loan, you get it, you leave me out of it. But let us go back again. Verse 3, the talebearer revealeth secrets. He that is of a faithful spirit conceals matters. This is talking about gossip. It's not saying that you just keep secrets and it is saying you don't gossip. You tell only those who need to know. And then you tell only the truth. But a talebearer or a gossiper, they're the ones that go out and tell everybody, even when nobody needs to know. Verse 16, a gracious woman retaineth honor, and strong men retain riches. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. As righteousness tendeth to life, so he that pursueth evil pursueth it to his own death. They that are of a froward heart are abomination to the Lord, but such as are upright in their way are his delight. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. In other words, it doesn't matter how many wicked people get together and say, oh, we are joined together in this, we have to be right. No, the majority doesn't rule. You don't determine what is good based on a majority vote. It doesn't matter how many people embrace the wickedness, it is still wicked and it will be punished by God. Verse 22. As a jewel of gold in a swine's snout, so is a fair woman which is without discretion. Again, think of the modern day. Anyways, verse 23. The desire of the righteous is only good, but the expectation of the wicked is wrath. There is that scattereth, and yet increaseth, and there is that withholdeth more than is meet, but it tendeth to poverty. The liberal soul shall be made fat, and he that watereth shall be watered also himself. He that withholdeth corn, the people shall curse him, but blessing shall be upon the head of him that selleth it. In other words, this is the one saying, if you're hoarding stuff, you are likely to lose it. You're not going to make money on it, you're not going to increase, and you will eventually lose it. But if you are spreading the wealth around, then things will increase for you in various ways. In reputation, but also in wealth. Verse 27. He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor, but he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. He that trusteth in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. He that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. So in other words, missionaries, those who preach the gospel, those people are the wise people. And the wise ones are the ones that have success in spreading the gospel. But he that troubleth his own house shall inherit the wind. Sounds much like Abraham Lincoln's statement also Christ made the same statement. Abraham Lincoln was just quoting Christ. A house divided against itself cannot stand. A man who is against his own house shall inherit the wind, meaning if you destroy your family, you destroy your own house, you destroy your inheritance. That is the end of this one. I will see you in the next chapter. I wanted to add this to each of these videos of Proverbs, chapters 10 through 24, because I'm making only brief comments on some of the Proverbs, because each verse is its own separate proverb in these chapters. I want to extend this invitation to anybody listening. If you would like to make a comment on any of the Proverbs, post a comment or just ask me a question of what I think of any of the Proverbs that I may have not made a comment about.